Welcome back to Sports Tonight on Channels Television. So you've seen it at Thierry Henry, the Igwe of football, Igwe of goals. For a minute, Henry was like, what's going on here? What's all of this? And that just explains what we said about sports breaking barriers, going beyond borders. That was a beautiful sight to see sport fans showing the love they have for this guy. He will never forget that moment.
Certainly, the look on the face of Henry was priceless. When they were giving him the toss of the elephant, the cap, the attire, and what have you. What started just like a random moniker from viewing centers.
Yeah.
People started saying, this guy,
Igwe,
eventually became reality for the Frenchman.
There you go.
As someone who did very, very well as a footballer with Monaco, Arsenal, Barcelona, went to the MLS in the United States of America, came back to Arsenal. But you won't separate the heroics of Henry as a footballer and Arsenal. I know. Because majority of everything he achieved was with Arsenal. Little wonder, most people that turned out out of any yesterday were Arsenal fans.
That's right. And he expressed so much love and appreciation for Victor Ekpeba for the role he played in his career at Monaco. And of course, Kanu went on to even put something that is out there. A lot of persons are asking questions. When he was asked who is the most gifted player he has played, and he says, look, Kanu is underrated. This guy is technically gifted and is the best that he has played with as an African.
Yeah, he said so, that taking away sentiments, that it needs to be factual, he has to give it to Kanu due to his techniques. And he alluded to the fact of what happened in 1999, the Arsenal-Chelsea game, where Kanu grabbed the hat-trick.
Can you believe
He talked about that game and was like, that was when his respect for Nwankwo Kanu went a notch higher.
Wow.
And with what the Nigerian did with West Bromwich Albion and the clubs around the part of the world that he played with Portsmouth as well, you just can't talk about Kanu and his techniques.
Right.
Maybe
he talked about his trademark turnaround.
Come on,
his tricks.
Remember what he did at Atlanta 1996?
Oh my God.
With Arsenal, West Bromwich Albion, Portsmouth. Little wonder Henry spoke glowingly about a competition.
I said, look, I'm not saying it because I'm in Nigeria, or I'm not saying this because he played with me at Arsenal, that this guy is gifted. Talked about Kolo Toure, also talked about Laurent, and says, look, all of these guys are good, but no one comes close to King Kanu. Kanu is Nigerian. I've given Kanu Igwe a long time ago. But Henry is the Igwe of football. So that's it. Thierry Henry still in Nigeria. We'll continue to monitor everything that he's doing right here in the country. Let's get on with the show now. Talk about the one you guys are also talking about. Yes, ex-internationals were also there. Mutiu Adepoju and, of course, Austin Eguavoin. They were at that event where Thierry Henry came out to meet with the fans. It's all about sharing the passion of the game. Let's talk about the CAF Awards now. Yes, a lot of football fans were expecting Victor Moses to make the final shortlist. Let me start with Kayode. Were you disappointed when the final shortlist came and no Moses?
Sincerely, no. It was going to be difficult where you have an Abikator of Guinea and RB Leipzig. You have Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, who is the highest scoring African in the Bundesliga. Wow. You have Sadio Mane, who did well with Liverpool last season, got to the quarterfinals of the Nations Cup with Senegal, and you have Mohamed Salah.
That's good.
You have Mohamed Salah. He's unstoppable at the moment. If you look at the year 2017, while he was with AS Roma, he did quite well with them. Then with Egypt, they got to the finals of the Nations Cup.
He was Egypt.
And they qualified for the World Cup in so many years. And he was the man largely responsible for that feat. And at the moment with Liverpool, he can do no wrong. So when I saw the final shortlist of Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, Sadio Mane, and Mo Salah, I looked at it critically, taking sentiments aside. Like, well, Moses, better luck next time.
That's right, better luck next time. But aside the sentiment, you could also say a well done to Moses. He had a good year.
He had a good year,
largely responsible for Chelsea's league victory. Also played from an unfamiliar position and was still able to do something special.
And Moses scored more goals. You know, he was playing from the wing-back role. Surging forward to help the attacking onslaught of Chelsea. He did well with Nigeria, scored a number of goals, and ensured we got to the World Cup. But his heroics pale in comparison with these 3 other men that we've talked about. I know. It's quite painful, but it is what it is.
It is what it is, and the short list has been done. Let's take a look at the top 3 nominees, and then we'll take a look at other nominees also. So the African Player of the Year, the top 3 nominees, Mohamed Salah. You call that guy's name, you need to put some respect to it because he's playing the best football of his life right now, of Egypt and Liverpool. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, I already told you about him, plays for Gabon and Borussia Dortmund. Every season, Aubameyang is on fire. And the Sadio Mane is giving all he can to Senegal and Liverpool. And aside Aubameyang and Gabon, you can tell, if you look at Senegal and Egypt, these 2 players that are nominated play their roles also in ensuring that their countries qualify for the World Cup.
Certainly, Sadio Mane and Mo Salah. Sadio Mane did well with Senegal. I recall he wept like a baby in the quarterfinals of the Nations Cup earlier this year. But Cisse, the coach, still brought the best out of the young man, and they qualified for the World Cup after so long a time. But for Mohamed Salah, I think he has had a stellar 2017. You just can't look beyond the Egyptian.
You'll be saying don't go. 2017, don't go. What a story. Still scoring. Even yesterday, he's still scoring. Mohamed Salah, no one comes close. Let's talk about the Women's Player of the Year. Nigerian football fans is something to cheer about. Asisat Oshoala, she made the top 3. There is also Christiana Gatlana of South Africa and Gabriel Abudi Ongwene of Cameroon and CSK Moscow. So you close and open your eye, you turn left, you turn right, keep sentiments, don't keep it Asisat Oshoala anytime, any day.
Well, it will be close. Ongwene had a good year with CSK Moscow in Russia. And I recall she was the MVP at the Nations Cup for Women in Cameroon that her country hosted. She would give Oshoala a run for her money. Oshoala has not featured at national level since the Nations Cup, though she's doing quite well with her club in China. It's going to be close between the 3 of them. I wonder is that Oshoala, Ongwene from Cameroon, and of course on the South African.
That's right. So let's get on our Youth Player of the Year, Krempin Diatta of Senegal, and Sapsburg, Patsin Daka of Zambia, and Lee Feringa, White Salam Gidu of Mali, and Gildas completes the top 3 nominees for the Youth Player of the Year for the CAF Awards. The Coach of the Year, another Nigerian nomination up there. Top 3 nominees, Genotro, Super Eagles of Nigeria, Etakupa, Egypt, Hussein Amuta, Wydad Athletic Club. It's tough, but don't be surprised if Amuta just takes it.
Well, Amuta ensured that whether Casablanca, they won the CAF Champions League, defeating Al Hakli, another North African side. Hector Cooper getting Egypt to the final of the World Cup for the first time since 1990. Wow. Says a lot. But Nigeria, against all odds, where we are the likes of Cameroon, Zambia, and Algeria, we made it 14 points with a game to spare, though 3 points have been taken.
A lot has happened.
A lot has happened between then and now. But really, the heroics of the German cannot be underrated. Talking about Genotro, but it's still going to be between Genotro and Hector Cooper. But then again, the voting pattern might just get to change. Any of the 3 men could just cut away the Coach of the Year.
Okay, let's take a look at Club of the Year. You mentioned Alali, anytime, any day. Top club in Africa, TP Mazembe. You know the story. Dropped out of the CAF Champions League and went on to win
the
Confederations Cup, and then Wydad Athletic Club. So this is for the Club of the Year. For the 2017 CAF Awards, it's the National Team of the Year. There's Cameroon, there's Egypt, the Indomitable Lions of Cameroon, and the Pharaohs of Egypt, and the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Take away sentiments.
Well, Les Lions Indomitables, if I can take that in French, started well earlier on between 2017 in review. Felt like a pack of cards during the qualifying series for 2018 Russia World Cup. Egypt, since the beginning of the year up until now, the bar's been high. Nigeria, then at some point we grew like a well-oiled machine. Talking about the Super Eagles of Nigeria. But if you look at the 3 nations, I'll give it to Egypt.
You'll give it to Egypt?
I'll give it to Egypt.
I know you guys will give it to Nigeria. Not me, you guys. I know you guys will give it to Nigeria. Women's National Team of the Year. Let's just run through that quickly. Ghana on the 20, Nigeria on the 20, and South Africa. This could go anywhere, but let's talk. Let's go to our social media platforms, on Twitter channels _sports, Facebook channels IFE Sports. Let's keep talking about this shortlist for the 2017 CAF Awards. We've shown you the nominees, top 3 nominees. Let's keep talking about it. Let's run now talk about the 2017-2018 MPFL season. But before we get into that, let's just talk a little bit about Messi and Iniesta getting top La Liga awards. What's going on with Messi? You know, one thing about Messi, Coyote, if Messi has been quiet for some time and Cristiano Ronaldo does something, Messi just ups the game and it starts winning also.
Well, it's about Messi, Cristiano Ronaldo, and others. Other players in their generation, I would say, have been quite unfortunate. Because in the last decade, apart from Kaká that won the World Footballer of the Year in 2007, between 2008 and now, it's been between the Portuguese and the Argentine. Yeah. Both of them have been cutting all the top awards.
This one.
Andres Iniesta. Andres Iniesta.
No, you should be blessed
if you win.
I know.
It's like a bottle of wine that gets better with time. He's in his mid-30s now. Xavi Hernandez at some point could not cope, moved on to other things. But Iniesta has been there, done that, and has stayed consistent. Both for Lionel Messi, and back to the question you asked between the rivalry of Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo. Yeah. I think it will still last for another 2 or 3 years.
I know. Each time you think about it, you just say, oh, it's so unfortunate this is happening to football in an era where there are other fantastic players.
Maybe Neymar.
That's what we keep saying. That's what we keep saying. That's what we keep saying. At the particular season,
he had to leave Barcelona.
Sanchez will do everything he can for Arsenal, but cannot just come close because of the brilliance of Cristiano Ronaldo and Lionel Messi. At the time, Zlatan Ibrahimovic even left PSG to Manchester United. He came with so much fire.
That was why I said the players in the generation of Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo have been somewhat unfortunate. You mentioned Zlatan Ibrahimovic.
That's right.
Even Luis Suarez. He did well at Liverpool. Yeah. Then moved on to Barcelona.
He continued with
it. Tried all he could, but he just could not upset that hegemony between Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo. And maybe Neymar would just be the person to just, at some point, upset the apple cart. Because he's trying everything that he can to just get into that top shot.
It's good. I don't know. I agree with you. I'll just leave it at what you said. 2-3 more years, we'll keep talking about this.
Definitely.
So that's what it is. Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo anytime, any day. Before I got into that conversation, I was diving straight into the 2017-2018 MPFL season. Yes, we're waiting for that one to begin next month. But Kyle, the good news is the draw ceremony has been done. We have the match day 1 fixtures. And juicy fixtures, by the way.
Yeah, juicy. It started on the 14th of January, ceteris paribus. Other things have been equal. And I'm looking at a number of these fixtures. The North Central derby between Nasarawa United and the defending champions, Plateau United, it's one you would look forward to. Then for Abia Warriors, who had a lukewarm 2016-17 season, will be at home to MFMFC. Wow. Abia Warriors have a new coach, Raphael Everton, who won the Federation Cup for FC Fanyuba. They still kept a number of the players from last season. MFMFC just got back from Kano and played in the final of the Super 6, experience in the bag.
Remember going to the continent too.
Going to the continent as well. Ono has done quite well. Secure Latubosun, Jonathan Ziki, Stanley Okoro, Austin Okpara. You can keep mentioning the name of the players. So it's going to be a feisty encounter between Abia Warriors and MFMFC. Then Lobby Stars Eyimba. Lobby Stars, they have 2 players. The highest goal scorer last season.
That's right.
What's his name now? Anthony Opotu and Kingsley Eduwo. Both of them were responsible for the goals that the Chani goal scored yesterday in Kano. Then Eyimba, they're trying to turn things around. Yes, they did well last season. They'll be playing the CAF Federations Cup. And now they have a new coach, who was a former coach with them earlier, talking about Paul Aigogun. Atlant, who are returning back to the Premiership against Sunshine Stars. Sunshine Stars, well, come season they had. Let's see how they fare in the new one. Then Katsina United Kano Pillars promises to be exciting. Then Rivers United El Kanemi. For Rivers United, their former trainer, talking about Imam Ambakabo, is now the coach of El Kanemi, so he's coming back to Port Harcourt. It's going to be interesting. They're not forgetting Aqua United Enugu Rangers. Aqua United have a very, very good coach in Abdul Naikaba.
Yeah.
And Rangers, who got Benga Ogumbote. And a number of players who have joined the likes of Femi Thomas and Abu Aziz, who are joining the rank. So the fixtures from day one.
I know. I'm
excited. I can't wait for January 14th.
That's right. We cannot wait. And as you said, all things going well. Let's hope that words will match action. Sports Tonight on Channels Television. Yes, the Chan Eagles won the MPFL Invitational. They have gone to Abuja now to intensify preparation for the African Nations Champions Cup, for the African Nations Cup. Let's go on this quick break. When we come back, Coach Salisu Yusuf will be talking to us. How are they getting ready? Don't go anywhere. Stay.